The hardest part is clearing up myths.
Like, with your clothes on, you can get pregnant.
If you're having sex for the first time, you don't use a condom, you can't get pregnant.
If you touch it, you're going to get herpes.
Oh, can we use 2 condoms at once? Or would that like be an extra protection?
Penis, vagina.
Like, I really didn't know about a female condom.
I think it's anus, Charlie's Angel, and sexual jello. So
I'm like, what's that? How do you use that?
Other birth control methods, I've never seen them before.
Like, you can get pregnant from the back.
Just what is that, or is that really big, or how do you put it on?
I was sexually active, but I didn't know like what to do or what I was doing, so I just got into this group, and it taught me the human anatomy, everything that has to do with the reproductive health, and that's what interested me. Like that was the hook.
I was really interested in the topics and learning more about reproductive health and being able to deliver information to my peers. My name is Liliana Cabrera, and I'm the program coordinator for Latinos in Extasis at Mission Neighborhood Health Center.
So my name is Daniel Martinez, and I've been with this program for a while now. I took a break for school, but I'm back now as the coordinator.
I'm a peer educator, and we teach kids about like health, about their health and like the sex, Oh my bad. Can I start over?
Yeah. Say your name again.
All right. My name's George Pinnell.
Well, I'm Stephanie Lopez. I'm 17. I'm about to be 18. I actually started as a peer outreach educator in 8th grade.
Say it again.
Kali Mobley.
No, like, hi, my name is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Kali Mobley. I'm a peer educator with Latinos in Extasis.
well, I'm Ricardo, and I'm 13 years old. I go to Aptis Middle School, and what else is there? I just like spending time with people because I don't like being alone and bored.
Latinos in Extasis is a peer education program that delivers reproductive sexual health information and awareness to youth in San Francisco. I became involved at the age of 16 as a peer educator myself. I volunteered throughout high school and became an assistant coordinator in college. I knew that I was interested in the position of a peer educator. I wanted to learn the information and be able to deliver it to my peers and develop skills for myself.
To me, this means that I have to do my part. So I have to do the outreach, and I have to tell them, hey, we got services here that are for teens, and it's all confidential. And I've had to tell my friends because they don't know where to go, and I have referenced people here.
Through our outreach tactics, we'll deliver applications to wellness centers in San Francisco, high schools, middle schools in San Francisco, as well as after-school programs and youth-serving agencies in San Francisco.
The thing that made me want to learn more about sex ed was all my friends having sex in high school and them telling me, yo, I slept with so-and-so, and I was just like, all right, that's cool. Did you know what you were doing? Like, did you have safe sex, or did you have unprotected sex?
I didn't realize how important of a role I would play within my school and within my group of friends. People around me quickly knew that I realized that I was involved in the clinic and I had information, and so a lot of times friends of friends would come to me with questions about sex or questions about accessing services, just any type of misconception or things that they didn't really know anywhere else to ask or find out information. They'd come to me for that.
Skin in the anus as opposed to the vagina or the mouth. So the mouth has 3, the vagina has 2 layers, and the anus only has 1. So it's really, it could be easy to tear it, especially if someone's engaging in like rough sex. It could be easily torn. And then there would be contact with blood, and blood is an infectious body fluid, and then there would also be semen, and so all these fluids, that's the way that sexually transmitted infections are transmitted and HIV is transmitted.
You talk to friends about certain things you wouldn't talk to your parents with. Like I said, they would come to me if like they needed a plan B or some type of birth control, or they would ask me like certain questions about the side effects, and I was able to answer their questions because I was trained to do that. So that's where this program helped.
My friends are pretty chill about it because they know I work here, because sometimes when we do presentations, I study at school when I'm hanging out with them. They're like, what are you doing? Because I'm talking about gonorrhea out loud. I'm talking about syphilis. They're like, what are you talking about? I'm like, oh, I'm practicing for work.
You should use a water-based lube, not oil-based, because an oil-based would wear down a condom. So you shouldn't use baby oil, not the safest thing. So if it says water-based, it's all good.
A lot of my cousins would ask me questions like, if I missed my period, like, should I go to the clinic now? Or like, if I had sex this day, how many days should I wait until like I should expect my period? I would like a lot of girl questions. One of my cousins, she was like she was a lot older than me, and she didn't have, like, her parents never talked to her about sex, so she didn't know a lot about it, and she knew I was doing this program, and she would always ask me questions. And one time she was really worried that she was pregnant, and she was only 17. She didn't know what to do. She's like, do I go to the doctor? She didn't even know, like, if she could. She's like, is it free? Are they going to charge me? And I told her, like, everything, like, under the minor consent law, you could go to the clinic for free and get a lot of services for free, and that really helped her.
My parents are immigrant parents, and they don't really, I don't think they're very open to the idea of young people taking in knowledge about sexuality and reproductive health. They would feel like they would be encouraging youth to have sex.
My mom's a single mother, so it's just me, my mom, and my sister. So when I told her about it, she reacted, not angry, but like surprised that her son was gonna be teaching other young men and women about reproductive health.
My mom watches Spanish soap operas a lot, and there's a lot of graphic scenes in them, and I would always watch them with her. And when a scene like that would come up, she'd like put the blanket over me, she'd cover my eyes. I'm like, what's going on? My mom's like, no, they have clothes under, they're not doing anything, they're just hugging or something. I think it's just the way, the way she was raised up. I guess that's still very graphic, even at my age, that I'm not supposed to, but still, like, she still considers me a baby, technically. My dad's more aware that I'm 17 and I teach this.
Okay, so a little rhyme we like is like, if it looks like a beanie, don't put it on your weenie, and if it looks like a sombrero, you're ready to dance. So right now, I think it looks beanie.
They're okay with it. They just like that I'm learning, so they don't have to teach me. It's kind of awkward that they have to teach me about this stuff. I'm just learning it by myself, so it's better for them.
You would pinch it into the egg, and you would crack it in there, and then it's gonna. Yeah. Okay.
She like laughed about it. She was just like, "Oh, that's good. You're gonna be doing something productive." So I guess she was proud. I guess she was happy.
They don't really talk about sexual health. The one thing they talk about is abstinence, like don't wait till your marriage and all that. The one thing I like about here is like they don't push that on you. They give you options. Like some people believe in abstinence, others aren't so religious, or others just feel like they're ready. So here's like a few things, They're more open about it.
It gives people like an option, like she was saying, like abstinence, like people force abstinence on you. And like maybe some people don't want that. Maybe they want to try new things.
Because personally, as a teenager, I know when someone's like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this, it makes teenagers be like, oh well, I'm gonna rebel and I'm gonna do it anyway.
Flavored condoms are only used for oral sex because they have ingredients that might irritate the skin or be harmful, and do not use 2 condoms at a time. Some people may think that works. No, that actually makes it tear easily, so it's not a good idea.
The program itself, like the stuff that I learned, it still hasn't affected me since I'm still very young, but like being here is just, I feel like they've made me a better person.
It's taught me like what to look out for, and like I don't know if you guys have seen our STI board, but like the pictures are super graphic, So of course, like when I learned about that in school, they didn't really go into detail. They just skimmed through it. So now knowing everything, like the details, the symptoms, and like what could happen, and some are incurable, I think that's really I'll remember that.
Good answer.
Thank you.
I'm more aware of just having like more of a well-rounded knowledge of different issues that young people deal with and how connected they can be to one another, how connected reproductive health is to education and furthering education. So I feel like I've developed that along the way.
I started as a youth. I started as a student, and now I'm teaching them, and hopefully one of them will be the coordinator in a few years.